Hi Ping, I have been looking through your end of unit assessment report for the Year 7 Geography unit, Water in the World, and I wanted to chat through some of your key decisions. We have got about 7 minutes, is that okay?
Yes, of course. Thanks for making the time. And I have brought everything with me.
Great! Why did you choose Catherine flood concept poster and gallery walk as the summative assessment for this unit?
There are three main reasons. First, this is an authentic assessment. Authentic assessment can let students to apply their knowledge in the real world context. And Catherine is the local Northern Territory town, and the 2026 flood was a real event just happened a few months ago. So students can use the Catherine flood to explain the cause, the impacts, and the response. We use the real world experience to learn the geography, and also this meets the learning outcomes of the unit. And I also used the backward design. I first identified the year 7 geography learning outcome. Then I create the assessment task, and after that I planned the 5 weeks of learning that could prepare students for it. The 4 sections of the poster also align with the 4 key components of the achievement standard. And the third is, and also a big one, because of the NAPLAN data, there are around 7 of 27 students in my class below strong in writing, in writing. So if I give them the traditional essay, I actually cannot access their geography understanding. I actually basically access their writing skills instead. So I will use a poster and also an oral presentation to let students show what they know in different way.
Okay, how did you weight it?
Based on the rubrics, it has been separated into 4 parts. The cause and the impacts of the flood account for 30%, and also the response from the community or the government accounts for 20%. And I also separate the literacy part into 2 parts. One is the code breaking, and also the gallery work oral presentation. They are 25% each, account for 25% each. So overall, geography content makes up about half, and then literacy makes another half. So I designed literacy that's heavy on purpose.
Okay, that mapping is clear. You mentioned earlier there is a student with additional needs in this class, Maya, is that right? Tell me about her and what adjustments you made.
Yes, Maya is an indigenous student. She has she's also an EALD learner, and also she has the ADHD. I analyzed her NAPLAN data. She's not achieved standard for reading, grammar, and numeracy, and also she is developing in writing and spelling. But in practical, she's very good at hand-on tasks. So she's a completely different learner. She is really engaged and accurate, and also she contributes a lot in the classroom. First, I provide her with a bilingual word wall to support her understanding of English geography terms. Second, I provide the color code scaffolding. Third, I provide her with a sentence starter in the post and the oral presentation. And first, I provide her with a wait and go card system to support her behavior in discussion in the classroom. And I also allow her to stay seated during the oral presentation. And also I reduce her presentation time from 2 minutes to 1 minute only.
Okay, do those adjustments make it unfair on the other students?
I think we are aiming for equity, not equality, because Maya her EALD learner background, and also she's like natural diversity student. This adjustment help remove unnecessary load, and she can show what she actually knows and learns about geography. And actually, except the presentation time, the other students can also access to the learning resources, and the resources like the bilingual word wall and the sentence starters are available to everyone in the classroom. So I think it is a reasonable accommodation for her.
Okay, understood. Next question, how did you make sure the assessment is valid, reliable, and fair? These are 3 different things. Please explain to me separately.
Yeah. Validity means we actually measuring the thing we are measuring. The Australian curriculum asks students to explain the course impacts and the response, right? So the first three sections of the poster access exactly that. If I use the traditional essay, I think I'm measuring the writing skills for the ELD learners rather than geography. So I think the validity is strong. It's accessing geography understanding. And for reliability, that means could the different markers give the same score at different times. I access this in 3 ways. First, I provide a very clear rubrics with specific descriptions. I did not use subjective language like good or bad. And also I record all the oral presentations so that they can be checked again if needed.
Okay.
Fairness. Did every student have an equal opportunity to show their learning? Yeah, I think we provide equity for different students. For example, for the indigenous students, the Catherine flood is a relevant entry point, right? And also from the linguistic aspect, the poster support EALD learners by reducing their language barriers. And also adjust for Maya, also aligned the disability standard for education.
Okay, that's clear. Last question. How do you record and store the achievement data?
So we have
The sheet?
Yeah, we have a sheet called Year 7 Geography class achievement tracker. When I record, I collect the rubric grades for each sections in the summative tasks. I also have observation checklist from week 1 to week 5 for all the students. Their work samples like photos of the posters, audio recordings of oral presentations, and the notice have been recorded on the spreadsheet. And also when I record the data, I use the Excel sheet with students' name and their achievement standards. And they also have grade and a short comment. And students' data stays with the school system. Not a personal USB or laptop is allowed. And the information are stored on the school OneDrive with login and multi-factor authentication. And also all the photos and audios require written parental consent. And all the files are kept according to the school records management policy and will be deleted after students' graduation. If their parents want to access to the students' records at any time, they can access.
I'm really pleased with this assessment design and the evidence-based thinking behind it. Please keep going in this direction.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Mike. I will happy to do. Yeah.
Okay, no problem.
Mr. Tommy, come in, welcome. Thank you so much for making the time to come in today. Please have a seat. Yeah. I'd like to talk to you about Maya. She has been going in geography this term. I will show you her work, and we will together discuss about how could we support her in the future. Please feel free to interrupt or ask questions at any time. Is that okay?
Yes, that's fine. Thank you.
Okay. Before I go into Maya specifically, I will briefly explain what and how I measure her. There is a national curriculum called the Australian curriculum. So it sets out what students should learn in each subject at each year. For Year 7 Geography this term, the thing is the water in world, and the specific goal is to make students understand the cause and impacts and response of government or communities to natural hazards like flood. We also align with the Year 7 literacy standard. There is also a national benchmark for literacy. Because Maya Naplans shows that she still have room to grow up in literacy, I deliberately built the literacy development into geography lessons this term.
The school mentioned Naplan before. I have been worried about it.
I completely understand the worry, and I really want you leave today seeing the progress Maya has made this term. And let me show you through her work. So this is Maya's end of term pieces on Catherine flood. It is a summative assessment for the unit, a poster plus a 1-minute oral presentation. She covered 4 things: the cause of the flood, the impacts, and the response, and also a section she did by herself, the TV season.
Wow, she got it really beautiful.
Yeah, but this is one of Maya really strengths. I want to share three observations of Maya this term: how she learns, how she works with the classmates, and how she has grown in managing herself. So first, Maya, she is very strong visual and hands-on learner. The moment she was the most engaged in this term was our practical activities. She has understood the geography and she just expressed it through pictures and speech rather than written paragraphs.
Yeah, she's like that at home too. She loves drawing and making things.
Oh, that's really useful to learn. Thank you for telling me. So at home, if you want to help her to review what she has done in the school, you can ask her to draw it for you rather than write it. She will be much more willing to engage that way. And there is also something I did not expect at the start of the term. Maya has started to lead, taking the lead in the small groups. In week 2, during the sandbox session, I watched her show 2 of her peers how to drop food calorie into the wet sands to track where the underground move. That was the first time I saw her lead anything in front of the classmates. Her voice was stronger that day, and she has continued to take that kind of role in small group and things.
Really? She's normally quite shy at home with people outside the family.
Oh, it's very lovely to see. And the third observation is she started to manage herself in the class. 7 weeks ago in our classroom, we call it a yarning cycle. Maya sometimes count out before her turn and get up from her seat. Also, we use a small visual card called the wait and go card. And over the turn, now she has changed. Now she waits, look at the speaker, and contributes when she is invited. So for a student with neurodiversity, this is a very significant growth.
Wow, I didn't know about those cards. That is good to hear.
Yeah, if you want, you can take some with you at home. It can be very useful. And there is one more thing I really want to share. Maya chose the fourth part of her poster, the TV seasons. She mentioned that her grandmother told her about this. Right here, you can see the four turns in geography. 4 turns of geography in the indigenous language. She went beyond what she had written and explained that the Catherine flood happened in the Ramutakari, the wet season, where the monsoon comes. So she made the connection between her grandmother's knowledge and what we have learned in class on her own. That is very special ability.
Yeah, that's what her grandmother teaches her.
That is wonderful. Please encourage her grandmothers to keep telling her about these stories. That traditional knowledge is an anchor for Maya in geography. It will help her feel that she is learning at schools. What she is learning at schools is connected to her family story.
Yeah.
And also let me show you how we marking actually works. So the sheet is called the rubric. Each row is one thing we really assessing. So we have a level from F to A. F is the lowest and A is the highest. So the yellow color here, the highlight color here shows the level Maya has reached. So for the impact and response, she got C, which means meeting the target. So she has already reached the standard expected at year 7. She can explain the cause of the flood and list its impacts and describe a response strategy. So this is a very solid progress. And on the literacy code breaking part, she writes some key word streams. For example, the rainfall, underground, renewable, runoff here.
Okay.
Yeah, and with and also she used some sentence like this means.
Oh, so her reading has improved?
Yes. In the specific area, geography, vocabulary, yes. So the code breaking approach, this approach she can use when she see long world. So this is also a transferable skills she can use in other subjects too.
Okay.
And on the gallery workshop, the oral presentation, she got C. She used the speaking sentence. I have like the sentence structure I have give her, and something like this part of my poster shows that. There is a writing feedback I give Maya. WWW stands for what went will and her strengths. The EBI standards for even better if what she can really improve in the future. So 3 things she can improve. First, she can think about the long-term impacts of the float, and she can try to use some like more advanced connective word, for example, trigger by or consequently. And during her presentation, she can have the eye contact with the audience, like for 1 or twice. That could be better.
Wow, what can I do to help her at home?
Yeah, a few very practical things. First, ask her to tell you loud what she has learned today. She does not need to write it down. After she told you, you can like ask her questions like why, how could this happen? So it will give her the practical use. It will give her the opportunity to use because in her speech. Second, you can keep supporting her to connect with the indigenous knowledge. So let her grandma keep telling her about stories and link what he has learned with her family knowledge.
Okay, sometimes she doesn't want to do her homework and I don't know what to do.
I understand it is partly of the natural diversity students too. So my suggestion is give her some to divide it hard tasks into small short tasks. For example, ask her to read for 10 minutes and then draw pictures for 10 minutes.
Thank you. I have been thinking she just was not trying. It is a relief to hear what you are telling me.
Not at all. Maya is a very sweetheart and she's really, very bright. I think it is just her learning styles does not match the traditional written assessment perfectly. So our job as a teacher is to find the best way to help her, and that is what we have been working on.
Oh, thank you, Miss Jin.
Thank you for coming today. Please pass my best to Maya and tell her that I'm very proud of her progress she has made.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.